Maybe send K&A over. There we go. Forgot to flip the background. There we go. Okay. Good morning, everyone. As I said last night, we're not going to be on for long though. And there goes the Birmingham Saturday test there. I got a lot of catching up to do here. Everything from last night going into this morning. And we're going to get to that along with the NWR streams in just a little bit. But let's do the Wordle first. Inbox is the word. I was just about done with going back on Comcast, so let me finish that up too. I see Springdale is on here, but I prefer the Broadcastify format. Ooh, Park Rapids is back. So then one more. It's right not in the right position, so I gotta start over. So we're adding this and this back. And then the big video. Yes, I decided to leave my other iPad recording my radio thing last night, seeing if anything else was going to happen, and boy, it looks like I made the right call. And I'm glad I did. Nothing to see here. I see Pace and Heedless finally back on this site. Ooh, KC80? Nice. I'll just make new buttons of those pages. This looks like a station we've had before, haven't we? Oh, this is a duplicate of Savannah, which, like I said, we have a stream for already, so that's a duplicate of that. But otherwise, Doesn't look like anything else to report. All right, let's go through Broadcastify now. Still 1, still 2, still 4. Nothing yet. Still 6 there. Still 29 here. Still 17. Still 24. What about Brookings? Is that working? Nope, it is gone now. $27 still here. Still 32. Nothing else to see. That's a stream we have already. Nothing there. I wonder if that's a proper stream of Lorraine. I am going to, I believe this is a proper stream of Lorraine, but I'm going to take a quick listen and see. Yeah, I gotta skip. That sounds like an actual proper broadcast of Lorraine. Otherwise, nothing else to see. And then I'll rename that other link to Sandusky. I'll take note of what new streams we need to add to the website as it's still in production. I'll reuse this to add. I might keep the original Springdale stream as it is. Four four 851. This will be Grafton now. Okay. So this will become Grafton now. And this will become Sandusky KHB97. That'll be Sandusky now. This will be Grafton. Yep, that is indeed Grafton. All right. And then we go down the list. All right. April 19th, 2025. Oh, actually, Marion's also was supposed to be removed in this update too, so let's do that. Beautiful. All right, so we're adding KC80 Atlanta. Renamed, no, added KC80 Atlanta. WWG 98 Park, Rapids, Minnesota, and updated WNG 698 stream. Renamed previous stream to KHB 97 Sandusky, and we're removing Marion. Okay, so we'll save those changes. And now to copy the changes over to Google Drive. All right. Now, if you all will give me a few moments, so yeah, just give me a few moments while I set this up. That's ready to go. There's also something I have to go back on really quickly. So let's do that. I still got to brush my teeth and all, and then after I do that, then I'll begin editing this. Actually, I'll just go to John's logger for the native relay, and this is the one we'll do. And also, let me see how the rest of this is going to play out. This one Purple Ocean Blur came on. It's what I call the Ridgeland theme. It's as simple as it sounds. It's the theme song for Ridgeland Avenue. Then there's the rest of the spectrograph. Start your relief today. And then, well, actually, I'm going to do this in multiple phases, but Comcast and Cox is what I'm doing first. So, and then I'll work my way from there. All right, now if you'll just give me a few moments, still got to go brush my teeth and whatnot for today. So I'm going to go do that really quickly, and then we will continue. Okay, all done with that. Yes, Drew, I know you're wanting me. All right. Now to the editing of this. So, I actually noticed that I did end up getting that Cox ended up getting the tornado warning from Tulsa. There we go. That takes care of Cox. And then, of course, we're going to work our way from there. So, all right, let's continue the editing now. All right, had to go back on one because it didn't come out right. And now it turned out much better. And plus, there was one more that happened as well. So, went back on them both. All right, now for the big one. The big 8-hour long video. I'm going to do what we did before. Zoom in on the map. 217. Curious to see what song it chose to air. Marion. Oh, I suppose KNA monitored KLT, but I got it already on. This is when Dimension 7 came on. He got very quiet from this point. I actually got this one too, so skip that one. Yeah, I had no clue that KNA was monitoring KLT, so I guess I actually made a good decision to have KNA in there in my monitors. That I got on KLT as well. Let's see, one did not go through all the way. That's part of that. Yeah. I see one did not go through all the way. So let me go back on that really quickly before we proceed. It's this one that did not fully finish. So we're going to take a moment and go back on that. that it? Oh, I guess it did finish. I was like, what the heck? Because I didn't hear an ending signal or and a message signal or anything. So this is where it belongs then. It was when seduction came on. To me, it looks like St. Louis issued duplicate products, but I want to be sure. They did not. Okay, so that one can be skipped then.
National Weather Service in Wilmington State Field, Ohio.
Then it picks Beyond Space. Part of Wilmington. All right, let's get WMLS's automated test here. And we'll get to finishing up the editing of this thing. And as that's going, here's the enhanced risk for today. Oh yeah, that slight risk really crept up. Really crept far. There's Easter Sunday, and Monday is pretty quiet.
The service in Paducah has Soto. 10 a.m. for the following morning has meeting.
Here's when it aired inauguration.
severe. No, hearing 70. Your mother, please. Issued wellness. Breathing is a so expected. As the surface, the surface.
Missing 2-year-old from Old Mill RD, Liberty. Female, blonde, pink ladybug jacket and jeans. If you see child or have information, call 911 if in Bear Lake County. Or 208-945-2121, EXT1.
Here's what it aired one step closer. Finally got to catch these songs airing on my station for the first time since I added them. All right. That's a whole different message from the last time this happened. Okay. I think we're almost at the end here. So anyway, there isn't too much left. So we're just gonna
I wave it down. 129 of U.S. Route 23.
What's this one? Same thing. There's just a lot of duplicates here. And I believe this is the last one. Well, actually, there's a few more. But after this, that will be it. Alright. So, with this thing being close to completion now, let's go ahead and take our first commercial break here. Probably our only one at that. And then when we return, we will do the county requests for this week. And, we'll get ready to depart here because we are on a tight schedule. So, we have some more of our short Saturday show coming up in just a bit.
This is a test. Plainfield TV is conducting a test of the emergency alert system. This is only a test.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. And now it's county request time. I didn't even get a chance to look at the poll before it came closing time, but I actually have the notification still, so I'm going to interpret what I can. I'm going to have to go quickly in selecting a transmitter before it cuts me out. So let's see, KHB 39 Jacksonville. And then what else have we got? W1G 553 Wasaki, Wisconsin. That's a lot of them. Okay. Toronto, there's no coverage for that. KHP 42 Lake Charles. KHP 46 Baton Rouge. WNG 689 Hebron. I'm interpreting what I can. KID 77. KH26. XJ55. WXL36 Las Vegas. KH42 is Covington, Kentucky. DMX, WXL 55 in Des Moines. Oh no, it's WXL 57. And WSL 60 Roanoke. All right, and then I'll be re-uploading 294 and then making it public. I just want to check the video clip and see what other songs came on. See, the second Sunjammer came on as well. The second version of Sunjammer I've had in my in my in my chiptune collection for a while, but I haven't deployed that song yet to any of my into my offline soundtrack or even on my radio station yet until now. Looks like another one of our new ones is airing now.
Alvin.
Pick Magnet from Granite City. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this song air, and then I'm gonna flip the station back to normal, and then we'll start the county requests. While I'm at it too, let's get the Sunday test ready. Because I'm gonna make sure to restart the station before we get out the door. This time, we're adding everything. I think we could just let these monitors handle it from here. Since K&A has KLT in his monitors too, I'll go ahead and add K&A as well. There's the first of my premieres for today. So I'm going to add K&A. I'm going to do BVL for Arkansas. GRX for Missouri. I want to make sure I don't add too much. GRX, yep. Or be sure I don't add too much. The day 2 was just updated. Let's go by the first day 2. Let's just go by the day 2 that we have available right now. Okay, I've got a different idea in mind. How about instead of monitoring these 3, I'm just going to let Dojo handle it from here. So I'm going to see what John has in his monitors. He has KYLS in there. And then the only one I'm going to add is... Well, actually, I'm just going to go ahead and add everything. Don't need these two. Because remember here, I want to make sure that we have the maximum coverage possible when it comes to the severe weather events like this. All right, so the song's just about over. So we're gonna get ready to flip it back. I don't think I copied this. Let's see if it's showing up on the... Liliana 2000. Yeah, I believe I did copy it over. All right. We're gonna get ready to hit stop. Or just close. We'll wait for it to go silent, and then we'll hit the X. All right. And now we will flip it back. Well, Drew, thank you for telling me. We're gonna get to that right now. Oh man, that took a long time. Well, first I gotta go and first I gotta go clear Adair County off of here. Let's see. There we go. That clears that. There we go. That empties out that slot. Okay, perfect. That is all set. Well, there we go. The county requests for this week are done. Let me go ahead and add the ending. Well, I was about to, but this came up during the county requests. Yeah, this came up while we were taking the county requests. I only meow in exceptional situations.
Pittsburgh has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for over East Liverpool, moving east at 70 miles per hour. Hazard,
Trying out hand.
per hour with gusts 10 quarters size hail. Source, radar. Roofs, siding, and trees. Locations of
Wish you all a happy and sunny week ahead. Yes.
Maricopa, Beaver Falls, Winnetka, Wellsville, Harrison Township, Hoosier, Glendora, New Brighton, Shannon, Northview, Beaver, Calcutta. Inside a well-built structure and stay away from windows. The storm is capable of producing damaging winds, large hail.
And apparently, yeah, that's as far as that goes. Okay, so I'm going to complete editing this. So I'm going to complete the editing process of this compilation here. Then we got to go edit the county request video because there were some mistakes. So we're gonna go and fix those. So here we go. Throwing in the county request video. See if I remember where the mistakes were. I believe there were. Beach. I think it was. NW. We'll do it. Send. Next up, Kipley. Ohio. Its counties are in the state of Ohio. It's here. Those count. No. Next up, WXL 57 in Des Moines. Up next, Des Moines. It serves Adair. And then the rest of it went without a hitch. Alright. So it's just those two I needed to make quick edits to. Okay. The county requests are rendering now. getting closer to departure, so I probably should go ahead and get packed up. Pack up the stuff that I want to take with me. Now, we're only going to be gone for the night, so I'm just going to take my main Dell laptop, and of course, we cannot forget about its charger. Can't forget about its charger. And because I'll be taking a bunch of other iPads with, I'll also pack their respective charging bricks. I'll also take the power bank too, because maybe if I remember, I'll actually see if we can see if we might. Let's see. Let's see here. We're just gonna add them straight to my monitor list. We're just gonna add them straight there. As for the backup of my stuff, though, I'm gonna wait on that until later to do that. Now, since we're only going to be gone just for the night, I'm gonna set the monitors up, and we'll just cross our fingers and hope my station takes them all. If it does, great. If not, oh well. Yeah, and we'll see. We'll see if it takes them all. If it does, great. If not, oh well. All right. Before my station relays that, let me go through the county request list. So here we go. Requests for April 19th. We'll give the credit where credit is due. Oh, wait. What am I doing? This is county request, not a compilation. So, okay. So, notifications, and this is where all my comments will be. All of the KHB 39 Jacksonville, Florida coverage area. That one. All right, next up is WNG 553 Walsaukie, Wisconsin. Northern. Actually, I'm going to get back to that later.
For the following counties in Pennsylvania: Armstrong, Clarion, Indiana, and Jefferson.
While we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and get this ready so I can back up the county requests and then schedule 294. So, I mean, I've done episode replacements, but I haven't done surprise new episodes yet. So you're going to get 2 Street View episodes this week. All right. Back to the county requests. Eastern CO WX. That's it there. Okay. And then let's see. KHB 42 Lake Charles, Louisiana. KHB 46 Baton Rouge, Louisiana. WNG 689 Hebron, Indiana. KID 77 Kansas City, Missouri. KIH 26 Daytona Beach, Florida. WXJ 55 Little Rock, Arkansas. And WXL 57 Des Moines, Iowa. Mascot Drew, that's it. And then WXL60 Roanoke, VA. Great cool elevators, this should be correct. Yep. All right. And we'll go ahead and render that, upload it now. I'm sure the upload pretty much, oh, it's starting. Yeah, there's the video that I was talking about last night before we went off the air after our Friday show. DGWX actually posted a video of secret menus inside of the Radio Shack 1299X series, including one that does a lamp test. And then flash.
What? I found the secret menu. Hello? I did not mean to do that. What? Yo. What? I did not mean to do that. What? Yo.
Yeah, I tried it with my 9912. All right, and then let me refresh the video feed here. There it is. Okay. So here's 294, and I don't think I can schedule it now. No, I can't. I can't schedule it. Okay. So that would mean I would have to delete this and re-upload it. So we're going to delete the video. And I don't care about the description. And we're just going to upload this. And this time we're going to add the street viewing tag. And this was completely on Apple Maps, so we're going to add this as a bonus episode. Another new chip tune that I like, that I enjoy, means another remaster of a great Street View route. Featured is Time D and B remix. I like the remix. Another new chip tune that I enjoy means another remaster of a great Street View route. start by entering I-294 South at Wolf Road, and then take it to the IL 394 I-94 interchange where I-294's ends. 94 reaches its southern terminus. How many times have I done 294? So I did 1, I did 2, but I only got it up to 159. Essentially, we're merging episodes 1, 7, 10, and the last part of 50 into this. So you're going to kind of get a bonus Street View episode this week. Premiere today at 5 p.m. Okay. We're all set and schedule. We started it private, and now it's going to be public. And that should go up right beside Boughton. Yep, it says deleted because the video is still being processed. Okay, so the county request actually should be done now. Where's my drive? Here we go. So I can back that up. And I'll add this video to the reruns folder. So, don't know if I backed up the Friday tests already. I can't remember if I did. Yeah, I can hit leave. The page will just remain the same, so. Yeah, I did back up the Friday stuff already. And then I just need the county request, which is it processing or is it uploading? It's still uploading. Wow. Okay. Okay. Now, how long is this supposed to be happening in Pittsburgh? Because this is only a marginal risk today. Did the missing child get located, or is this a reissue? It's coming, Drew. It's coming. Just be patient. It's going to be in your inbox very soon.
Lake County, child has been located and is safe. Bear Lake County, child has been located and is safe.
Okay, the child has been located. Good. I wasn't planning on doing another Street View episode this week, but I couldn't resist. I wasn't planning on doing another Street View episode this week, but after how much I enjoyed this chiptune and this road that goes along with it, I could not resist the temptation. Looks like it'll be over soon. All right, that will be the end of this. I cannot wait to see this thing fully finished here. Oh, it's already done. That's how fast it was. After combining it with I-294, I couldn't resist the temptation. Temptation. After combining it with I-294, I couldn't resist the temptation. So I guess in some way I could kind of call this like an official remaster. And we're going to go ahead, and all we just need to do is we need to add the street viewing tag into this. I'll leave a copy of this on the drive on here, but I'm going to also add this to the reruns folder because this is now going to be part of the Street View series. Actually, wait, I forgot to add another tag to it too. There we go. Now we'll copy it. Hopefully there aren't two incomplete copies. Okay. There should be just one, not two of them. We go up to the list, and it's going to be under I-290, 294 North, 294 North, 294 South. Here it is, Wolf Road. The thing looks a bit odd, but okay. Oh, the share window. Yeah, get rid of that. All right, let's clear the tags I added. So this will be the copy that will stay on the hard drive. And I see the county requests are done too. It's still trying to generate a thumbnail. And we'll add this to the reruns folder, county requests. And there we go. All right. So this week you're gonna get two Street View episodes today. The last one I'm looking forward to. Ooh, it expired already. Is that it? Or has it weakened? Or is it starting to weaken? This might be a pirate radio station. Let's see what that's about. Here we go. Yeah, that looks like a pirate radio station to me. I see Jem got the Birmingham test as well. Let me clear all of the no. I don't want to mute anybody. No. I would never do that. To nice viewers of mine. Dollar versus $25,000 sandcastle. Mr. Beast gets really crazy It's really wild what Mr. Beast comes up with for these crazy experiments and yeah, with these crazy experiments and stuff like that. He always comes up with this kind of strange thing. Yeah, I realized I forgot to turn off WFMT last night because I was so busy with the severe weather and the catch up. I never turned it off. But good thing I remembered, so I'm glad I did. Okay, so the county requests are done. I'll go ahead and just turn this off now. And there's a few more things I gotta do. Well, let's just see the IEM thing too as I do that. Okay. Next order of business is to set up my things for next week in terms of college stuff. It is week number 6. First, let me clear off the. Okay, that should be for my wireless foundations course. What about this? Has it done anything about that? Is he requesting more changes from me? I want to take a look. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong inbox. Not all inboxes, just this inbox. Updates, March 19th. Interesting. Maybe all those 8 emails are from here. I'll just throw away. Okay. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Then the next cited assignment is design responsive. And then my SciBit course should just be the labs. What was it? This was week 13. This is 14. Yep. So week 14. And that actually, week 14 will actually be the last. Will actually be the last lecture with new material, and then 15 is review, and then of course week 16 is the end of the course, taking the course project, and then the final test for that class, ending it. So, yeah, I mean it was a pretty rough start, but we're starting to get back into the proper. For me, I'm starting to get back into the proper range now, so that's good. All right, that's done. Now let me see if tonight's severe weather event is going to be in like a branch or something. Here, let's look at the. Let's go through the next 24 hours and let's see what's going to happen. So it seems like it can all get going. Oh, that's right. That's right. I had that automation set in case WBZ did not test during the week. So, alright, so that would mean then I have to start this again. 720p and go. Made a perfect choice too, because they canceled it. Okay. Alright, so let's go through each of them. I'm going to detach the severe monitor document from the main config file. So the main config is all the auto tests, and then of course everything else. So let's go through each of them one at a time. Yes, you need to refresh. Okay. Let's see. Not going to need lacrosse. No. Corpus Christi, no State College, Dodge City, nope. Duluth. I don't expect anything out of Des Moines, because they're in the marginal. If anything ends up happening, it's right. Quad Cities, I'm only going to add WCEZ. But if WHJ73 does anything, at least John has it in his monitors, so he'll take it. So he'll accept that, nonetheless. And I should also add WIUM as well, because John doesn't have it in his monitors. Kansas City, I don't know what John has in his set, but we'll do that. Alright, let's proceed. Alright, Forest, Flagstaff, no Sioux Falls. I'd see Fort Worth could be up to stuff tonight. So, but is that something I want to add though? Actually, rather. Oh, never mind. Wait a minute. What are we doing? Wait a minute. Why am I adding it to the Sunday test document? I'm supposed to be adding it to the main thing. To the main config file. What am I doing? Don't save. Discard. There we go. Okay, now we can continue. I don't know if Fort Worth is going to do anything tonight, so I'm just going to put it there and split the difference. Perfect. Let's see. Alright, let's continue. No Hastings, no Grand Junction, Goodland, Green Bay, Grand Rapids, GSP, Bremen, Houston. Nope. Probably going to be pretty quiet. But John has it in his monitors if anything happens. Okay, continuing on. Hanford, Wichita. I don't expect anything from Wichita, but let's put KGFF in there, because they do relay Bartlesville as well, from what I've seen. Alright, and then Lincoln, Illinois. I do see Lincoln could actually do some stuff, but KLT actually has Lincoln in his monitors, so. And I've seen MLS actually relay from KLT, so we'll let MLS handle Lincoln if anything happens. I believe John has Galesburg. Oh no, John doesn't have Galesburg in there, but he does have Champaign. So I'll just put Galesburg and Peoria in there, because I don't expect anything out of Champaign. Okay, Indianapolis. No Jackson. I do see a slight marginal from Jackson, but I'll add KHMB in case anything ends up going down there. Okay, Jacksonville, Kentucky, Key West, Florida. No, Nebraska. New Orleans, just outside of there. No, Louisville. Unfortunately, Chicago's not in this risk. One of them is the auto test. The 886. We'll see if it likes all of these. If it doesn't, I'll make some revisions. All of Little Rock, of course. What about Midland? Are they going to do stuff? A lot of the stations from Midland do TOR only, so do we still want to chance it though? We'll try it. But if the thing yells at me and says too many monitors, then I'll take them out. I see San Angelo could be involved too, but let's continue setting up tomorrow's risk area. So parts of Memphis are in this, but I'm only going to add WXK49 and KASU. Because whatever monitors John has in his local, it does relay Memphis's stuff. So we'll see how that goes. So no Milwaukee, no Melbourne, no Mobile. What's the next office on the list? Nope, outside of Omaha territory. No Nashville. I see Norman could be doing some stuff tonight. So is this gonna go into Oklahoma City? Oh, it's just gonna. Oh man. Okay, so then we'll just add this here. Now remember, I won't be able to change it. Paducah looks like it's just outside of there. Yeah, see, it's just outside of Paducah, so we're not going to add anything. Springfield is, of course, in the action. Shreveport's in the action as well. San Angelo could do stuff tonight. Topeka looks to be in the risk too. So is Tulsa, and that's it. And yes, they did remove Alabama too. So, okay. Now the biggest question is: do we take out some of the locals too? You know what? If I have to take out the locals, I'll do that. So let's go ahead and restart this thing and let's see if it corrects. Let's see if this thing will correctly start up. Actually, I think I realized I'm missing a couple more. I just realized I'm missing a couple more things. These two, because they're going to test tonight. So I'm just going to throw them in where they normally would go. So there we go. All right. Now, here's the thing. If the station ends up going down, I will not be able to start it back up because, like I said, the remote desktop client on the machine is broken after I reverted the feature update. The only way I can fix it then is to re-update it to 24H2. And it looks like we're getting a bunch of errors. Yep, too many open files. Okay. So it looks like we're getting some errors. Let me see. Okay. I'm going to need to make some changes now. So I'm going to take out KFAV. And I'm going to take out these four and move them over to a separate file. And I'm going to store them there until this is over. So let's see. Do we need to make any more adjustments? So let's try starting it again. Oh, wait a minute. I never pressed save. Wait a minute. I never hit save. Okay, there we go. Alright. Let's try this again. If it still comes up with too many files, I'm going to need to make some more adjustments. And in fact, there is an adjustment I'm going to need to make. That is WBZI because it comes up as alert has expired. So yeah, we're going to take them out. Oh, yep, there's too many open files there again. Okay, so that's not going to work. Okay, so we do need to make some more changes. So let's see, we do need to make some more adjustments. How about we go based on what WJON has in his mass NWR. So everything that John monitors in mass NWR, I'll keep. I'll just keep there. So whatever John has in his mass NWR, I'm just going to strip those off my station, and then I'm just going to let those products go through in that regards. Oh, there's yesterday's episode of The Joker's Wild that I did not add. Let me do that. No, not wrong folder. There we go. That's it. All right. Now let me see what the latest premiere is. Let's see this one. I set to premiere at 5:15. It's an hour and 45 minutes. Let's premiere this at 7 p.m. So we'll kind of do a little bit of a prime time thing. So Severe Weather Event 2025-26, dated April. This is dated April 19th. I'll date April 19th, although it goes partially for the rest of April 18th. So, actually, I'll just go ahead and label it like that. April 18th through April 19th, 2025. Premiere tonight at 7 p.m. Put this in the severe weather playlist. And now, just wait. Okay. And that's the wrong logger. So I'm going to go over to the other one. Okay, let's see. KFWD, what does he have? Oh wait, I gotta specify. Okay. What does he have in his mass NWR? He's got KC55. I believe I saw he has KC56 as well. KC55. Anderson, Cherokee, Freestone. That is Palestine. So he has Palestine in there. I believe I saw he has Waco in there too. He does. He actually has a secondary source for Waco, so we'll take those out. And, no. Undo that. And next, let's look at Shreveport. He has WXJ. He has WXJ 97 in there, and I believe he has Monroe in there as well. Yep, WXJ. He had Lufkin in there also. But he does not have WXK 36. Alright. I see he has Norman in there as well. Let's see. KOUN. Yep, he has Oklahoma City in his mass NWR. So we'll keep him there. And I think he has Tulsa in there also. $25459, that is Tulsa. If I remember correctly, I was looking, I was thinking about an updated strategy, to make this more as reliable as possible. I would need, I'll just let John handle some of the mass NWR stuff, and then I'll just have my station handle the AM FM side of things. So that's what I was thinking. So that's what we'll do. Okay, so everything's all good at the top. I've taken out my locals for now because we're not really going to be expecting anything here for the next several days. Both WLSs are in there, ready to go, as well as KCMO. Let's see. And then let's see, is there any other things that we need to remove? As I said, Galesburg and Peoria, John does not monitor those in his Mass NWR or anywhere. But the only one he has is Lincoln. I believe John has KYLS in his monitor, but I'll keep it in mind for the time being. Then what do we got? 35158. So let's see here. And yes, we are going to flip this back into severe weather mode before we walk out the door because, as I see, this is all going to be happening through the night tonight. So I want to make sure that our weather scan folks remain apprised of everything. That is Fulton County, which is not in John's monitors. So, okay. Alright, so let's keep going. Any more that we need to change? This is Springfield. Okay, I think we've changed enough. Alright, I think we've changed enough. Let's see if it starts up now. And also, I believe I actually do want to add that new stream of Springdale into here. 30688 is Fayetteville, and then 43141 is Springdale. Okay, so I'm going to change that once it responds here. Man, that script is eating away all the resources possible. The memory is literally at 100%. Oh god, that's how terrible it is right now. And yes, I will be terminating the weather scan script because I was thinking earlier too, if that goes down while I'm away, I won't be able to restart that either. So I can't forget about that. Okay, looks like some good news. It says station started. But will it start all the way? Exception in thread. Okay, it looks like we're getting some errors again. So it looks like we're going to need to make some more changes. And this is one of those changes I'm going to make. Yep, that's going to be the new link there. Okay, it said station started and exception in thread. Trace back. Wow, it is taking forever. It has taken forever to process anything at all. Wait a minute, there were some stations I had in there. Oh yeah, I had these two. But I found out they were test only, so we're gonna take those out. Topeka. I believe that's being handled by WMLS. I'm gonna have to check on this one because that one's going a bit slow. Let's see, because I think he has it in there. CW, KTOP. So it looks like he does have WFK91 in his monitors. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it out. And it looks like we're still getting errors. There's the too many open files error again. Alright, Control Z should terminate the script, or is it Control C to force close? Or is it just that this Linux virtual machine is a bit too slow? Whatever. We'll just give it time to. Well, whatever. We'll give it time to shut down and everything like that before we decide before we decide our next move. Okay. So it looks like that didn't work. So I'm gonna need to make some more adjustments. Now, what does KAY serve? Okay, there we go. It says stopped. So it stopped the script. KAY. It says none. Okay. So I'm not going to chance KAY. There was one station on the Little Rock list that also says it relays stuff for WXJ. Oh, KVOM. That's it. That's the one. Where's it at? Do I even have it in here? Or is it that? Or is it that stream on FM? I think it is. But never mind. I also see John has Kick FM in his monitors too, so we'll keep that as it is. We'll just take them out. I mean, all right. Let's see. Do we need to make any more changes? KMZ. Oh yeah, KMZE is in John's other. Okay. Do we need to make any more, or are we good? I can't remember, but is KXTR in John's? Well, WVRS, I'm sorry, but you're a little too late because I had already finished Severe Weather Event 26. But we're going to actually let it start event number 27. Yes, 27. I've decided the official name of the next video. So let's get that really quickly here. We'll add in the opening titles. It's 27. Okay. What else does John monitor? Do we need to do any additional changes? Fayetteville sounds like total crap, so we're just going to take them out. And that's why my station didn't even take anything out of them last night. Alright. Do we need to make any more changes, or are we ready to try it again? Let's see. KOFM, KLOR, KPZE. How far is this even supposed to go tonight? Because I want to be sure I have everything in their places, for tonight. So, is this even going to go by Lawton? Looks like it's going to miss Lawton. And KWEY, yeah, I don't think they're going to do anything. So, let's take them out. What about KBZS? Or Wichita Falls? Yeah, I might want to keep them there, just in case they do anything. Is Plainview even in the risk? Breckenridge, Abilene, Lubbock, Plainview. Yeah, just outside. So I'm not going to be expecting anything out of there. Well, it moved out, and now State College is doing stuff. Wait, that's not right. There we go. Okay, CPA, where are you? Should be correct.
Moving east at 60 miles per hour.
Not good enough.
60 miles per hour with gusts and vehicle-sized hail. Source, radar indicated. Expect
This is the first one. This is the first one.
the taxes include
Because State College issued that warning soon after Pittsburgh canceled the other one.
Clearfield, Coles, Penn State, Du Bois, Woodland, Keating, and Hyde. For those driving on Interstate 80, this includes areas between the Du Bois and Candlertown exits.
And we're gonna actually also take out Arkansas too. Yeah, there are some cases like this where I forget to include the repeating part if I miss a majority of the product. But it's okay. It's alright. So I'll take out Arkansas now as well. Okay. I know that MLS has WJU in his monitor. Okay. Is that it? Do we need to change any more? I'm actually only going to include one because all those other stations are linked. So, hi. Yeah, I'm going to have to include all of these because John doesn't have them in his. Because John, for some reason, doesn't even log their auto tests on Sunday night, Sunday morning. I don't know why. I'll have to see why that is. All right. I think we're good. I think we're ready to try again. Okay. All right then. I think we are ready to try this again. Actually, you know what? I got a better idea. Let's just restart the whole thing. And let's see. And actually, as I'm trying it out, I'm gonna go ahead and terminate the weather scan script and flip it back to severe weather mode. I'm gonna let this song last the last 25 seconds. Okay, I don't know why OBS is not responding. Okay, in 15 seconds. 4, 3. Okay, it's not responding. Oh, there we go. Alright, we will flip it back now. Okay, things are just taking forever to respond. Okay. I'm just going to reboot the system entirely because I don't know why this is going a bit. I don't know why this is going slow. Is it just because 23H2 is already showing its age, or I don't know? There's the connection timeout error. We're going to go ahead and restart the system. Maybe a quick restart will fix the problem. Because sometimes rebooting the system can correct some issues that can correct some issues like performance and stuff like that. Just reboot the system. I don't care what's running. Just restart. Windows XP 2024 versus Windows 7 2024. Yeah, these are actually pretty neat concepts for like a revised version of an old release of Windows. Like very old releases of Windows like XP. So they kind of give like an old classic Windows version a second chance. Like sort of a revision in 2024. Well, that concept was 2024. This is 2025 now. So, but yeah, I mean that guy did a pretty amazing job with these concepts. Seeing what versions of Windows that a lot of us grew up with would look like if they were revived or revised in the present day. I mean, that would have been nice if Microsoft made official XP and Windows 7 themes for Windows 11. I mean, that would be pretty nice though if they did that. But I mean, to kind of give, to kind of take you back to the good old days while also, you know, I don't know what it is here. While also, keeping up with the times, I guess I could say. You could have the XP look on your machine and you'll still get all your updates and everything. Yeah. Says radio source disconnected, playing last record. So yeah, so we can't get that unfortunately because it only plays the last source, the last record that the last recorded thing it has. Okay, with the system rebooted, let's give Linux a second to load. There we go. Everything's exactly as I had it. Okay, let's try this again. Let's see if it loads now. And now it does. After all that diddle daddle. Okay, run normally. Run the script. Okay. Then I'm going to need to replace the day one things, which I will do right now. So what's the limit of these monitors? Not letting me close it. Probably should go in Task Manager and disable it from starting up. Yeah, that power automate thing, I'm going to disable that too. So replace that file. Do day 2. Save and replace. And day 3. Save and replace. Yep, close the browser because they're done. Yeah, I've turned off Copilot. What else do we need to turn off? Mobile devices? Yeah, let's turn that off. Edge, of course I use that. Power automate? Yeah, let's turn that off. Voice mod, turn that off too. Okay. Alright, there we go. And what's it running? Oh, is that. Oh. Ooh, did a rain meter update get released? Okay, let's go ahead and update that. Do not switch to voice mod because I had just terminated the program. Okay. Alright. So while we're away, my station will be simulcasting. And I am going to reposition the weather-wise view to show the entire risk area. Okay, there we go. Alright, so that is all set and done. Now, remember, if my station ends up going down while I'm gone, I will not be able to fix it because, like I said, the remote desktop client is broken. It broke after I undid the feature update, so I won't be able to fix it until I get back tomorrow night. And by then, I will be flipping it back to normal. Oh my, destructive. Oh my goodness. See? Anything, even at a higher level like this, that can still happen in a marginal risk. You never know what might end up happening. And it looks like I made a good call too, because a watch is now imminent. So I made a good call to get the station up and running. So let me revise that. Beautiful. Okay. So let's take a look at this 95 here. Western Central Texas. Yep. Yep. Everything about the monitors are in there and are all set to go. All the Sunday tests are in there too. I know it's coming up at 16 megabits per second, but we're going to keep it like this so that way, our station can remain operational, along the way. But again, as I said, if anything happens to the station, like for instance, the script terminates itself, if the script decides to give up, yeah, like if the script decides to give up, or if, I don't know, if the script decides to give up or anything else like that, unfortunately, I will not be able to fix it. And I could activate Bitdefender's VPN if I wanted to. You know what? Let's connect it. That'll secure the data on this even more. That should secure all data on this device while I'm gone. I want to make sure that the weather scan thing can actually reconnect. There we go. Okay, assuming this is the case, my station should also reconnect. All right, we should be in business now. There we go. The first song starts playing automatically. What's the counties? Regan and Upton. No, they do tornado warnings only. I see some of the monitors are yelling at me. Saying monitors 13, 51, 49. Okay, I guess some of these monitors does not like the VPN. So let's disconnect it. So let's disconnect the VPN now. All right, so now we're getting to the packing, and my station is now up and running once again. So we're gonna go ahead and take another break here while I get through with the packing, and then when we return, we will wrap this up and we will get set for our Easter break. All right, welcome back, everyone. There's still one more piece of business I have to take care of before we actually get out of here. So just making sure everything that I want is packed. So I'm going to Bluetooth and wireless on here. Pack this guy up. This is the only other iPad I'm taking with me. There, resync that. Should be the right station. I guess we'll just take this opportunity and enjoy the music. Well, this machine is hard at work. And I was just thinking, the Comcast. Oh, that's it. That's all the Comcasts. All right. I think it went at all, but I'll have to take a look at the final product when it's finished with St. Louis, because they're done for now. Huh, I thought that problem was a 24H2 problem, but I guess not. I guess it also seems to be an issue. But it's cooperating for now. Let me see if I can restart it. Otherwise, then it's going to have to run as it is. Yeah, it's going to have to run as it is. That's not the kind of music I'll be listening to. Well, that song specifically. Let's see if it airs that. Let's see if that Time B&B remix comes on. Let's see if it comes on. Let's see if it actually comes on. Because that seems to be my new most favorite kind of. Oh, there it goes again. Yeah, like I said, if anything like that happens, I won't be able to fix it. So I'm just gonna have to live with it then, I guess. So I don't want to update this thing to 24H2 again. That's alright. I guess then I can live without it for a few months. Because then once Microsoft kills off 23H2 fall, I will have to update to 24H2 regardless, because I won't be getting any more updates on 23H2 if I choose to stay on it. I'm sure they're going to be sending end of service notifications. I'm sure they're going to be sending out service reminders when that time comes. Probably about a month or so in advance. Alright, let me try resetting it again. Seems like this issue is also going into 23H2. Don't like the sound of that. Maybe I should have stayed on the stable version instead of the insider program, but I wanted to have an insider machine. At least a machine on the insider program, which I couldn't resist. Oh, there we go. There's the watch.
The National has issued severe thunderstorm watch 2147, effective to 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time. This watch includes the following counties in Texas: Allen, Mason, McCullough, Morris, and Sarasota. The National Weather Service can put Harlan, Pennsylvania into the severe thunderstorm warning for Central Federal County in central Pennsylvania, southeastern Clinton County in north central Pennsylvania until 3:45 p.m. At 3:14 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Greenwich to Blackford and State Park, moving at 65 miles per hour. Over all Eagle State Park, Ferguson, Morteni, Reynolds, Bland, marked at 85. Stay inside a well-built structure and keep away from windows.
Okay, there we go. The event has begun. And if the stream goes down, it won't be able to fix that either. I see the mesoscale, but um, I don't, I don't see I don't see the watch yet. Yeah, I don't see the watch yet. So I think that last thing might be ready for me now.
Hi, what you got going? What kind of, so what does clothes consist of?
The clothes for tonight.
So what's
and
clothes for tonight?
These.
Well, what is it? A shirt bottom and a top,
Yes.
any socks, any footies or anything? Just asking, give me.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and jump in the shower now. So we're gonna take one final commercial break while I go do that, and then when we come back, we will wrap this up. All right. Welcome back, everyone. We are running out of time. We are just about done here for not just for today, but for Easter. Well, yes, we're about to say goodbye. So, yeah, so we're about to say goodbye for Easter, yeah, for our Easter break. I'm just making sure I'm all caught up on everything. I'll go ahead and leave the call because we're going to be turning this thing off here very soon. All right. So, I only have about 20 minutes left, maybe less than that. So, I want to go ahead and announce everything as quickly and swiftly as possible. So, here's how things are going to go over the next 48 hours, I guess, or 36 hours. Yeah, I'll say 36 hours. Yeah, I think 36 hours is the right thing to say here. So here's what's going to happen. Here's how things are going to go over the next 36 hours. So, like I said, we are going to be signing off here very soon for our Easter break. Soon after that, the Street View video for this week will be going up, the main Street View video. But because I couldn't resist the temptation, I've decided we're gonna also post a second one. That being another remaster of I-294. The song was just so good, I couldn't resist the temptation to put it up. I was just tempted to put it up for you all. I could not resist the temptation, no matter what. That's fun. So, yeah. That's the plan. So those two Street View videos will be going up, plus can't forget about the premieres. One of the severe weather videos is premiering now. The weekly test compilation will premiere at 3 o'clock. The other one will follow at 5:15, and then there's one more at 7 o'clock, and then that will be all of them. The severe weather compilation from today, I'm looking to premiere that on Monday. And if I'm doing one more, that will premiere. That will also premiere on Monday. So that's the current plan, premiere-wise. Now, for Plainfield TV wise, in our sense, we will, after we sign off, we're taking the rest of the day off today, effective with the coming sign off. We will be taking the rest of the day off today, and then we are going to take the day off tomorrow. So we're going to take the day off tomorrow for Easter. Damn, lots of dust on my monitor. Man. Okay. So, anyway, like I said, we're going to take the day off tomorrow. So don't expect us to come on at 11 a.m. for something like Wait, Wait, Don't Tell Me or anything of that matter. So don't expect that. Another local test. Let me take care of that and then I'll continue. Okay. There is that. Okay. So like I said, we're taking the rest of the day off today and we're going to take the day off tomorrow. Now, in terms of our games, as I said, we are canceling our games altogether for this week, so we're not playing any of our usual games, that being Way Sorry and Game of Life and Play 18 and all that. We're just going to cancel all those completely, and we're not going to make them up. But they will return, but we will get back to them next week. So, again, we'll get back to those games next week. And and then I'll get the programming set up for Monday after I get back tomorrow night. And then of course we will be back. And then of course Plainfield TV will be back on Monday for Minecraft. And now who's testing? Everybody's testing now. Wow. Okay. So again, we're taking the day off, the rest of the day off today, and then we're going to take the day off. So again, we're going to take the rest of the day off today. We're going to take the entirety of the day off tomorrow for Easter, and then we will be back on Monday for our ACA. Didn't you literally just test minutes ago? So yeah. Okay. Did I pack up that drive? I want to make sure. Just check one more time, make sure I have everything packed up before we hit the off switch. I do. Okay. All right. Then looks like we're almost set here. All right. So that's in regards to Plainfield TV. Now, in regards to WPLD now. Now, as you heard, as we were going through earlier, we were getting all the content, set up for tonight's severe weather event, and of course, especially with the enhanced risk tomorrow. Now, everything is in there already, so all the stuff for tonight, all the stuff for tomorrow, and of course the Monday tests are all in there and are all ready to go. Now, let me remind you, because like I said, as I've been saying for a while, because I had to undo the 24H2 feature update on the Insider program and completely broke one of the components that allows me to install the remote desktop client back onto the machine. So it's pretty much broken. And the only way I can reinstall it now is to pretty much update it back to 24H2, which is not what I'm going to do because it's broken as hell. It literally is, because I've been talking about it, that there were still a whole bunch of bugs that have not been patched since day one. And I don't even want to put my systems through it, even my main one, because I want to stay on the most reliable version possible. Because, it's still getting updates for another few months, so I should consider my options now. So I should consider moving to 24H2. I'll probably just go to 20. I was thinking about it earlier. I'll just go to 24H2 and then wait for 25H2 to come out, and then and once it's made available for my device, I'll update to that. Just so I can get my butt off of 24H2 and forget about it. Because it was just terrible. It's terrible. It's literally terrible in so many ways. And also one more thing. If WPLD ends up going down while I'm gone, I will not be able to fix it. I will not be able to fix it in any way. Like I said, I cannot access the machine remotely, so I will not be able to fix WPLD if it ends up going down. Whether the IceCast playout crashes 50,000 times and then it doesn't take anything anymore, or if the script just ends up killing itself, or the actual Linux subsystem application decides to terminate itself, I will not be able to bring it back online. So, unfortunately, that's the way it's going to be. So, it's going to be quite a different 36 hours than what it normally is, but But let's hope WPLD cooperates. I at least hope it cooperates. I just hope it cooperates. That's all I want. I want it to just cooperate. That's all I ask. So we'll see how it handles everything over the next 36 hours. And hopefully it'll live to see me again by like 8 p.m. tomorrow. We'll see. I believe there's still going to be a new AFV, but there is no pyramid because American Idol's going to do a special Easter episode in that regards. So we'll see. All right. So with about 10 minutes left here, we're going to go ahead and say goodbye now because I talked about everything that I needed to talk about here. So one more time. Now I'm going to do it in a quick fashion here. See, that's why I said. If anything happens with the ice cast while I'm gone, I won't be able to fix it. So, in fact, I pretty much should. I'll just do one more reboot of WPLD. One more quick reboot, and then we should be set. So, again, if anything happens to WPLD while I'm gone, I will not be able to fix it. So, keep that in mind. And if it does happen, then you're going to have to go to other monitors or loggers that you're part of, and you'll have to follow the severe weather event on there. And I too will have to follow because I will be playing catch up anyway after Easter. So I'll make sure it correctly starts back up. Okay, the music's playing. All right, perfect. So once again, Plainfield TV will be signing off very shortly. We'll be taking the day off. We're gonna take the day off tomorrow, and then we'll be back on Monday for our Minecraft show. As for WPLD IP radio, if it goes down, I won't be able to fix it. So do keep that in mind here as we go through these next 36 hours. These are going to be quite a tough 36 hours, but we're going to get through it together. I promise. So let's hope this thing cooperates. So, with that said, I think it is time here. So, from all of us here at Plainfield TV and Highland Now, we hope you all have a great Easter, and we'll see you back here on Monday.